Hello, 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 everybody. This is just a summer tournament round of 64. C12 Aero versus Sykes Diff. C76. I'm Alice, and today with me is No. Say hi.
Hello, hello. How are we doing?
We are doing good, and this match will be very interesting. We have our favorite little furry on Team Red.
Oh my god, barely winning that roll too with the 30. It'll be interesting to see how they do, especially on like a pool like this one.
I just want to mention the perma mold is there. He said, "I want to roll this time." But enough of manual jokes. Let's get into the match.
It'll be interesting to see how a match like this one goes. It's not too common that you see a lot of these like early matches from a lot of these like better players, but looks like we'll be waiting for the first protect or ban. Honestly, I would assume Manuel maybe wants to protect something like Rice 2, maybe Rice 5.
You know, yeah, maybe. I mean, he'll probably go towards the Rice anyway, since he has been on his Jack grind because of Jack House Cup. I'm guessing he will go more towards the Rice picks, but never know.
Yeah, I would assume he goes for the Rice in general, like you said. He's been kind of in that arc where he's been starting to ratio Rice really, really strong. So it would make the most sense, especially just to kind of avoid any mishaps on the Ellens potentially.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and he protected RC too. I mean, I guess we're reading his mind.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's like one of the more simpler picks. And I know he tends to be really good at jump ship, so I wouldn't be too surprised if he gets like one of the better scores on this pick in general. I'm not too sure what Sykes might want to protect. Maybe one of the Ellens.
If I really want Manuel to have a bad day, I pick on that map, yeah. Probably. I'm guessing best would be LN1 coordination. Oh, Hybrid 2 is a decent pick too, actually.
I think LN1 maybe makes the most sense, just because it's like one of the like slower LNs, but it's also a bit lengthier, so it does force that kind of like consistency.
Yeah, we'll see if see what they ban. I hope they don't ban Rise 3 and 4.
Hybrid 2 is kind of an interesting one. I'm not too sure. I was expecting Hybrid 2, just because, I mean, like we were mentioning earlier, the kind of like jackiness of Hybrid 2 in general, and Manuel kind of just being a little bit better in terms of like jack stuff.
Yeah, technically, the Soda Jack pick was banned here with Bonkers featuring quite a lot of Jack. So, you know, we have one, I guess, kind of Jack ban, so we don't have a Jack pick.
Yeah, another one that gets banned. Makes sense.
Yeah. Interesting comms.
I mean, it's coordination. It's low coordination. You have a really physical player. If you don't really practice that type of skill set often, it just becomes harder and harder. But here we go. Rice 4 or dump pick.
Okay, Manuel playing right into our taste right now, picking Leroy.
Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one to see.
Big note for the stream viewers here: if Manuel, every time Manuel wins a pick, he gets a bite of cookie. That's a little had to be there moment, but I hope he watches the VOD and hears the.
Yeah, he definitely will. Yeah, but here we go. Getting into our first pick. It'll be interesting to see how both players do. The only thing is that Sykes is a little bit on the lower side in terms of seeding, so it could be a little bit scary in terms of the accuracy. But I guess we'll kind of see how they hold up.
I mean, I don't know much about Sykes. That's the thing.
Ooh.
Whoa. Oh. I don't think this one's getting a better cookie. Actually, no, it wasn't Bancho. Okay, well, interesting start here, but
She missed this already.
Manuel is recovering perfectly fine, and Sykes had that little bit of a bigger drop.
Yeah, you could definitely see the struggle on Sykes' side, which I was a little bit concerned for in terms of the accuracy, but I guess it's kind of a combination of both physicality and the accuracy, just given that they are just missing quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, Sykes is not dealing well with the physicality of this pick.
Yeah, definitely not.
I mean, when
on this, like,
yeah.
more like raw skilly tech pick, I guess you could say.
Yeah, when I first played this, I was like, yeah, this is kind of hard in some sections. Having that quite high density with the sort of mini jackiness and the graces of it all. But yeah, no, I could see a lower seed player kind of struggling on this pick, because this one, out of like, I think every pick in this pool besides like Bonker is the most physical.
Yeah, especially just because you have this like kind of continuous motion. Even if it's like somewhat slower at times, it's still really continuous, which can also chip at your stamina, just because you're having to transition in and out of these like faster and slower patterns.
Yeah. Yeah, but he seems to be struggling on the rolly parts quite a lot. Manuel recovering perfectly fine. I mean, says 70,000 point lead. I guess this pointer is already going to Team Red, because I do not believe this is recoverable whatsoever.
Yeah, especially as we're kind of getting into like the last like 300k score. Manuel's been doing really well already, being able to kind of climb the accuracy back in like that 990 range. Even with that miss, it might still be like a 990 if he climbs this accuracy a little bit higher.
Yeah.
And we're getting to the final course here, which it might be a little bit simpler. So I guess it could help with the accuracy, but it's definitely gonna be a little bit of a struggle for Sykes here.
I mean, yeah, I think Manuel kind of has the profile of what to pick against Sykes now, since him getting a 97 on the Rise 4 or Rise 3, I don't remember anymore, kind of does not bode well for more of the physical picks, and I guess like RC2 and RC4 or 3, depending on which one this is, will be quite challenging for him. Also, LN2 might not be the best pick.
Yeah.
For Sykes to play.
Yeah, I honestly think he can kind of go with the Rice picks. I mean, on one hand, like you were mentioning, Rice 3 is a lot more trickier than this, so if Sykes is having a little bit of an issue with like the more technicality aspect, then that is one thing to take advantage of. And Rice 1 and Rice 2 are infamously known just for being like the raw skill picks in general.
Yeah, I think the Rice 1 here is a pretty good example of that. That one in particular, I think, tests Raska a lot this round. You have to also take into account that hitting the early round speed, even though it might be easy, ratioing at the same time takes way more stamina from you.
Yeah.
You actually have to kind of time every roll. So it is quite a physical pick, especially that this one is so continuous.
Rice 3.
And RC3, okay. Absolutely banger picks.
A good song choice in terms of pick, but I'm not too sure I agree with this pick in terms of Sykes.
Yeah, no, I don't think I agree with the strategy. I do agree with this song being an absolute banger, and I love hearing it here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it maybe not as like physical for the most part as something as like race 4, but the technicality and then the kind of like intermission parts can definitely bring a little bit of trouble, especially with the kind of like jump stream mini jack section.
Manuel holding that very, very high AC, 997, something like that, and Sykes not holding bad, not dropping either, but he did drop AC just a little bit, probably getting a few 200s.
Yeah, definitely. Especially in the like, I think it's like a 98 range, like that mid 98 range. So definitely have to be a bit careful. And it's this part right here that I'm like kind of talking about us. It's gonna kind of build up later on. Yeah, right here.
Yeah, this one is just very chokeable for how long it kind of goes on. I found it to be like so repetitive that you sort of start losing yourself in that repetitive motion just a little bit.
Yeah, it's like this like kind of like I guess it's like this effect of kind of like making you like autopilot the pattern since you know what to expect,
Yeah.
and then suddenly it kind of switches up and you have to kind of transition into that really suddenly. But so far, Sex is... Never mind, I was gonna say so far they're holding the combo, so they just dropped it right there.
Wow, Snow, stop cursing people.
Maybe we can curse Manuel enough and then Sykes will get some score.
I don't know if he mutes the stream, but if you FC this pick, Manuel, you'll get a bite of cookie. You see, if he's not muted, he will laugh and he will miss.
Oh, true, true, true.
It's just how it works.
There's always the option of just calling your opponent mid-match as well.
Yo, don't give me ideas.
Those who know. Yeah, but as we're kind of continuing into this final section, not gonna really be much that Sykes could do.
They're dropping once again that 60,000 point lead for Manuel, and this song pretty much being at the end with the last few notes being here. It's yeah, no, this is not. This is brutal. 995 with a 115 ratio and one good. Okay, I did not see that good.
Yeah, I didn't see that either. I mean, the ratio still being really good, and unfortunately for Sykes, just kind of falling back on a pick like this one.
That guy, like, I'm still surprised how he just halved my ratio, and I would consider myself a pretty okay early player. It's I look at this guy's score and I'm like wondering how he even did this. But Sykes did not do so bad. I'm not gonna lie, quite a lot of 200 count. But overall it wasn't a bad score.
Yeah, but we are gonna go to Manuel's pick. I wouldn't be surprised if they go for Rice 1. Probably. I'd probably save Rice 2. Probably for like the last pick when they don't need like that 10,000 to win maybe. Our hybrid one, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, cool song, cool map. Map is a little bit on the more physical side, so probably a good pick for Manuel.
Yeah, definitely. Just not a pick I was expecting off the bat. I was thinking maybe kind of go for that Rice 1. But I guess this could work too. I mean, it still relies on like these like trickier patterns.
Yeah, you have some things there that are pretty confusing if you're playing it first time. They don't really kind of abide the rules of how you would normally probably map this for the ranked section, which is which can throw some people off.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of just how tournaments are for like the most part. I mean, you can have like a lot of these like simpler picks just become a lot more kind of complicated, and I guess if you want to say thoughtful in terms of like the layering. Since like you can have like a lot of these like I guess more like abstract ideas, which you can find in the ranked section, but they're I guess more primarily within like the tournament setting.
Yeah, and going right into it, Manuel holding very, very good accuracy, but so is Sykes.
Yeah, Manuel only a 0.9 on this so far.
I mean, Sykes is kind of in the 970 range, I think, something like that.
Yeah,
for now,
I think so. Yeah, so far both of them doing quite well though. Nothing to really say as we're kind of continuing through this pick. It's mostly just these kind of like controlling patterns in terms of the stream, so it could give some players a bit of trouble in terms of like that pure coordination factor.
Yeah, and I'd like to point out that this is the first round we're seeing where if Sykes continues to do combo gaming and Manuel chokes, this potentially might go to him. We're only seeing 7,000 point difference, and Sykes was holding pretty well.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
if anybody wants to comment, this is your timer. No, but on seriousness though, Sykes is holding decently well. I can tell he's probably kind of nervous about the error bar kind of being significantly earlier. Maybe just pre-hitting just a little bit.
Yeah, especially like a section like this one, which is like kind of like a break section, but they're starting to climb their accuracy up just a little bit, so it's helping a little bit. But we'll just have to see how this kind of like last few sections go by. Double miss.
Ooh, and the same part, but this basically evens out their score, and no advantage will be claimed here pretty much, except I guess Sykes struggling just a bit more to keep his accuracy as of now.
Yeah, I do wonder how that miss is gonna kind of hit Sykes, just because I know when you have like this like lower accuracy and you're kind of holding onto that combo, once you get that first miss, it starts to kind of crumble down, and it might be
Yeah,
what
and
we're
you
seeing.
just predicted it.
Yeah.
It's sort of probably the stress of it just comes down, you know? Like, you're not combo gaming anymore, so you just start choking
Yeah.
even more because you kind of know the round is lost, especially when you're playing against an opponent that you have a slim chance of winning against.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of tell like the difference between both these players, where one miss is kind of where things go downhill, but one miss is just kind of an accidental miss that happens.
Yeah, Manuel with 2 breaks holding a 985, okay, bro. But a very decent score from Sykes. I mean, the ratio wasn't even half bad for what we've seen compared to the Rice picks, and then he didn't have that many breaks. He just had that one break where Manuel had it, and then that little mishap on like around 20 seconds later. But yeah, very very good performance. And I wonder what they will pick next.
Yeah, both these players doing quite well. I could maybe see maybe LN3. I'm trying to think of like what some like I guess like less physical picks could be. Unless they want to go for their protect.
For Manuel, I don't think the protect is a good idea. Although he could right now, Sykes could pick Race 2 instead of lengthen out his match here.
LN2.
But he's gonna go for LN2.
It's gonna be interesting to see how this one goes. Just given that it's probably the most physical pick in terms of the LNs.
Yeah. The LN Tech map is actually, I think, the least demanding overall, and then LN1 is just long coordination, so this one's definitely the most physical.
Yeah, especially just given that like these picks are gonna be like so long, especially as we kind of just continue on. So it's gonna be interesting to see how the strategy with this type of LN pick goes, especially as we pass by the weeks.
Ooh, and Sykes with a pretty like panicked start, I guess.
Yeah, you can like, see that, especially with Manuel from that high accuracy at the very start, but Sykes is able to climb up quite well so far, so I guess we'll have to just wait and see how they do.
What's interesting to me is that the ratio bars don't look that much different. It's just the early releases here that are kind of lowering Sykes' AC overall.
It could maybe be like Percy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to like notice. It might be just a bit of Percy, although it does seem like they're showing a little bit on that kind of hold factor.
Yeah. And right now he just seems to be struggling just a little bit on keeping his actual act, but I don't think he's missing, more like breaking.
Yeah, I think it's more like breaking when it becomes like some of these like longer notes. But I do get a break section here, so I guess a little bit of time to recover, although not too sure how helpful that would be in a situation like this one.
I mean, here it's more about just kind of recovering stamina for excessive. As for Manuel, it just means it's another Tuesday, so it's like Sykes benefits from this break. But, oh, and Manuel breaks. Oh, and Sykes breaks too. Okay.
Unfortunate break for Manuel, but not gonna really do much as Sykes is also just dropping kind of continuously throughout this chart. And especially as we're reaching like that kind of ending mark.
Yeah, I guess it's just a little bit of the release like consistency issue where you just kind of start breaking a lot during pressure because you're releasing either too early or too late depending on like kind of what the pattern is.
Yeah, it's gonna be really scary here, but we're slowly getting into the final course, so maybe we can see a little bit of change on the score, but it does seem unlikely. Unless Sykes is able to just start comboing.
As you say that, Sykes breaks. How could you?
It's my bad. Here we go, final course though.
Yeah, and Sykes kind of locked in, even though he's breaking a lot less now, and I feel like his ratio was gotten a little better. Okay, why do I even say things?
Oh my god. Yeah, they dropped a lot in that section. Honestly, it might just be stamina at this point.
Yeah. Because the map is semi-long and then 189 BPM Allen density with that much hold strain as this map kind of possesses, alongside it being 3 minutes. It's quite something for the players with a little less stamina.
Yeah, absolutely. But Manuel gonna be floating at 0.70 with a 97k and a 912k from Sykes.
A very, very good score. And Mamo goes for his protect, which is gonna be RC2.
I guess it's a fair pick. I might have maybe gone for a Rice 1. Just because, I mean, you're going from like these like continuous like stamina picks from Ellen and Rice, but at the same time, it is a stamina pick, so it's gonna focus on that kind of like jump stream motion.
And also, I just want to point out that this might be the pick where we're seeing the #1 from jump stream, as Manuel is very, 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 very consistent at these sort of patterns.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah, easily top 5. If he doesn't miss though, he's been missing quite a bit in this match, so I guess that's.
oh, Sykes' keycap fell off. Okay. This makes sense maybe why at the end there was such a big break on the like a low calmer part after chorus.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I had this issue yesterday while playing, getting ready for Jack Cross Cup, where my control keycap would just keep falling off.
How close are your keybinds to control?
I use A and S, so it's like 2 rows down and like a key to the left. So I don't really know.
All these damn mad keycaps, man. They have to make them with a little less character.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you're in a match. I mean, if your keycap's falling off, that could be such a huge like detrimental thing.
Especially you're playing keycap.
Yeah.
Imagine playing with the stem.
Yeah, I tried doing that once. It's like really hard. Yeah, like, here you go.
I might need to try that after this match.
It's a fun self-imposed challenge. Yeah, but here we go into our junction pick. So far, nothing too crazy. It's just this kind of beginning section with some of these like dumps.
Yeah, and Sykes is not doing bad at all, holding that 980 for now.
yeah, quite hopeful on a pick like this one, but I guess this is one of those picks where kind of everyone can kind of excel on a pick like this just because of how simple it is. And the BPM isn't like too high for like a run like this. Or at least for now.
Although, when I played this, I found it sort of like so continuous that it made me a little. It was a pretty hard to ratio map, at least for me.
Yeah.
It may just be a personal skill issue, but this is not the easiest 228 BPM map I've seen.
Like, absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of like challenge to this, especially just because it's on like the denser side. Yeah, you can kind of see here like the like delayed jump throw, I like to call it, or broken jump throw, however you want to call it.
Yeah, with the trills on the second and third column, started finishing that very confusing, very confusing patterning. That's also semi-dance, and sadly, Sykes broke, and man was holding a 9995.
Yeah, just have to kind of hold on to that for now. But as we...
I mean, he deserves a bite of cookie for this one.
Nice. He's fighting for that cookie, man. You know, he gotta keep the accuracy and the combo up.
Sykes breaking again, sadly. So I guess it's nerves at this point.
Yeah, definitely. They're still in that like 99 range, so definitely still holding on to their own, at least for now. Here comes this final section here. A little drop from Manuel, actually.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be that noticeable. I mean, he's still holding that 997. Actually, on a jump stream map like this, that's also on a little longer side. It might actually be more since it's got its scales.
Yeah.
Might be hitting 998 actually.
Yeah, especially with like this type of strat where like the density starts to make up a lot more of these notes. So trickiness isn't going to be absolutely everything, but it's still going to be a bit of a factor as we come to a close on this chart.
And he hit a 997.4. Okay, this is podium definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Two grades.
2 grades. So this could have been this could have been like a 998.5 or something.
Yeah.
Amazingly strong score.
Jump 2 grades because of the cookie.
2 grades because of the cookie.
She just wants the cookie, you know. And I can't blame him. I'd be mad if I missed the cookie too.
Yes.
But it's gonna be Sykes.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, but we're going for the Sykes pick right now, and I don't know what he can pick here. And this is gonna be most likely the last point of this match.
Yeah. I mean, if he picks his protect, he could basically stall the match for like one more point. Or no, actually no. If he picks the protect, then it's just so.
Will he though? Because
no, because it goes to 50k after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like trying to think about it. Yeah, he's going for that hybrid too.
Yeah, I mean, he did protect his Jack hybrid, so at least it is a banger song, so we get another banger pick here.
Right.
I think we kind of sort of played. They sort of played every banger here. No, they didn't play the speed pick, which is one of them.
Yeah, I honestly all the picks here are kind of banger. Yeah, but here we go into our Jack hybrid. Gonna stall the point out for one more. I'm excited to see this pick. This is kind of a fun pick, especially for like a Jack hybrid early on.
Definitely. I mean, this one just hits. I don't know how to say it. It just hits.
Yeah, it's like hard to like get a lot of these like early game hybrids, especially the Jack ones, and have them be like unique in a way.
Yeah. Oh, and it's not working.
Yeah, not getting the updated one, which just removes the stack node.
I'll stack no, bro. Jack
mean,
mappers putting in stack notes.
I mean, if you guys want, we'll just keep the stack notes next time.
You know what? No, never mind. For grand finals, give them an RC5 that you copy, you make a map and you copy and paste it in the 16th snap and layer it over.
Oh,
so everything is Jack.
It's like that one Lost dedicated chart where it's basically the original one, but every note is a stack note.
Yeah.
Okay. That might be a method. Maybe we'll just we'll pull that version of the Lost dedicated where every note is just a stack note.
Just the summer tournament will be officially MWC +5.
Yeah, have fun with that, guys. You guys got it.
Oh, and Sykes at an early break.
Ooh, yeah, there's surely a lot of like that coordination aspect. I guess it makes sense why we didn't see LN1 get protected now.
I mean, yeah, LN1 here, it would be a good pick for Manuel. I mean, against Manuel. At the same time, it did kind of, yeah, he didn't do that well here on the hybrid, on the Jack hybrid. I mean, Sykes. So yeah, I kind of see why it didn't get protected.
Honestly, now that I think about it, I haven't seen LN1 be picked yet. At least in like a match that I've been looking at.
I have. It's kind of a snooze fest. Oh, because of how long it is.
Yeah, I guess that's the only thing, but
yeah, no, it's pretty interesting to. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I mean, it's like one of those like kind of like late game LN picks, but put into like an early game setting.
Yeah, it was very interesting to look at that kind of early game coordination with a low twist. See, the scores were very kind of differed.
Yeah.
Some people did very good on it. Some people did not do well on it, even though I kind of expected them to. So it's a very sort of wild card pick in that sense.
Yeah, but we already reached the end of this chart, and it looks like Manuel will be getting that 8,500 points here. But I think they still need one more pick after this.
Doesn't it go down to 50k though?
I think he needs like 1,500.
Oh. Sykes, I recommend you get a new set of keycaps. If you really don't want them falling off, buy them like a cheap Chinese set because they are made to sort of wrong dimensions and they stick too much to your stem. I had that happen. So if you want very not budgy keycaps, get an AliExpress set.
Oh, okay. No, it looks like the match did end. Okay, it's at 40. 4,700.
Yeah, so this will conclude this match, and I mean, Manuel will be going to our 32, and Sykes, I don't know if he played playoffs. I think he's going to lose bracket.
He's gonna losers now, so he's not out just yet. At least he has the pressure of. He doesn't have the pressure of if he lost this match, he's out like in playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. So who will be facing Manuel? Jose. Pretty interesting match here. Early game versus kind of mid game, late game player.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. I don't know where they go. I'm not too sure this other person is. Okay, Bob the Lid. So that's
Okay.
gonna be next week, obviously. We have another match in about 26 minutes. Matcha Latte versus Shoto.
Yes. So I'll see you guys on that one. Alongside Subjet. Stay tuned.
Yeah, but I guess for now, we'll be signing off. See you.